Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is August 31st, 2021, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Apple and Facebook rally to new record highs, and they do it once again, pushing the Nasdaq to new record highs as well. Now, as we look at the economic events of the day, nothing scheduled for today, but remember, Friday is a big NFP day, so just be aware of it. Now, looking at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, we're watching the major pairs, including the Euro, the Aussie USD, and the GBP all gain versus the dollar. And as we look at the indices, as noted, Nasdaq to new record highs, while the Dow Jones pretty much unchanged. Looking at commodities, gold and oil, both unchanged really. And looking at the stocks, it's the FANG stocks, the Facebook, the Apple, plus Microsoft that take the rotation to new market highs. Now looking lastly at Bitcoin, does trade at the bottom of its range at 47,000. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. This is what I like to see. Some correlation in the market where the dollar is getting weaker and the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones getting stronger. And that's exactly what's happening here. We traded up to 1826. Not a big rally, not a big extension to the rally as we mentioned, but still something to write home about as it extends that rally up to 1827. It did look like it was going to correct itself at 1806, but did pop above it. Now it's only 20 pips, okay? But it's not, okay? Because if we look at this entire move, we'll say that this is a trending market right now, okay? All the way up to 1827-ish level from 1660. So that's not a bad trade as long as you've held it that long. Now from day to day to scalp this type of market is very difficult, so just be aware of that. Now looking at the Aussie USD also extends its gains. Let's look at a 4-hour chart as it gets closer back to that 73-ish level. Now GBP also above 137.97, almost at that 138 junction, which is really an important level because that was a previous level that we kind of needed to break above. Okay, so I do anticipate a little bit of resistance here at 138 as we get closer to that 30-day moving average as well. Now jumping into the commodities, looking at gold, nothing much doing here at 1817. Oil also not doing much here as we kind of like capitulate at this 69.50-ish level. Not pushing higher, but not necessarily selling off either at these areas. So just be aware of that. Where is all the action happening? Look at the Nasdaq. Unreal. Okay, looking at a daily 15,662. Look at that pop-up. Just boom. It waited out. This is what is very difficult about this, but it's strength, okay? We waited this entire time out, okay? We had that sell-off last week, okay? We did sell off to 14,696, and now we're 1,000 points above it, okay, at 15,662 right now. All-time record highs as we look at this making, history. Now, it's really on the back of this rotation between the FANG stocks, okay, the Facebook, the Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, and Microsoft, okay? So this time it's Apple and Facebook that really take the limelight here. 151 on Apple, bouncing above it, and did look like it's making this wedge formation, okay? That is pretty much a upwards ascending wedge formation, and then finally popping up on the upside. Now looking at, and we've said this, okay, if you look over the past couple of days, we mentioned that this was getting much stronger on the upside. Now if we look at Facebook also making new record highs, didn't really retrace and did look strong, and we mentioned that, and then it finally pops out $378 a share. All-time record highs for Facebook as well, as you could see that. So tremendous strength here in the markets from the last 2-3 weeks, as we capitulate into an area, we're going into the summer really rallying. So we may see some sell-off in September, October time. Okay, some people taking some profits off the table. Now jumping into the other major stocks, Amazon also extended its gains. Microsoft had an up day, but didn't make new highs. So we may see that rotation actually fruit as well that the next time it's going to be Microsoft that takes the limelight. Okay, JP Morgan was down on the day, and so was Alcoa. So the Dow Jones didn't see that pop up that you saw in the tech stocks and the Nasdaq. But remember, there's a rotation in the markets. Okay, so right now everybody's focus is on the high tech stocks, and that's really bringing everything up. Okay, and then there'll hopefully be a rotation to the Dow Jones as well. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, we did see a sell-off here. Now we're looking at a 1-hour chart, and the reason I'm highlighting this is because it looks like we're trading within a range, at least for the short term. Okay, this takes us back all the way to August 21st. So that gives us about 10 days where we've been trading within this range of 50,000, 49,000-ish to 56,000, and we've just been bouncing between those two levels. So higher probability trade is actually to start looking to actually buy this, maybe putting a stop loss at this 46,430-ish level in the anticipation it's going to rally higher. But keep this in mind. If you see it breaking down with some volume, then it is something to consider and to reassess its long-term trade. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.